Hello, hi, good morning. I've always wanted to do a bit of a daily vlog, so here we are. I'm not gonna be doing this every day, by the way, just today. I already did my pull, my card pull of the day, but I'll show you the card I got. That way you can be part of it with me. Yeah, I got Faith. This is my Vintage Wisdom Oracle deck, and I like to pull a card every day to see what the theme of my day is going to be, and I guess the theme of my day today is going to be faith. So that's always interesting. When I pull that card, it usually means I have a bit more of a spiritual day. So, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Anyways, I'm still sleepy. I'm still trying to wake up. I technically woke up at like 1:30 and couldn't get back to sleep because I fell asleep at like 6:30. And then I woke up briefly at 7 to go from the living room to my bed, and then fell asleep again at 7 and slept until 1. So I slept for a full like 7.5 hours. It just means that I wake up really early, so I've just kind of been hanging out, you know, looking at TikToks, doing my thing, waiting for a reasonable hour to get up, and now it's 5. It's 4:42. Normally the first thing I do is feed Jerome, but it's a little bit... He's 50, okay, whatever, 15 minutes early. I was like an hour late yesterday, so normally he gets fed at 5 a.m. because he wakes me up at 5 a.m. anyways, so yeah. Let's go feed the cat. Okay. He's not in here because I'm a little early. There we go. There he is. There he is. Hi. Okay, I'm gonna take a bath. I'll take a I need to smell nice and be clean shower later. But I have been having a lot of pain the past few days, and I expect that to continue today. And I've been having a lot of nausea the last few days, and I expect that to continue today. And today's a really big day for me. I have a lot of stuff going. Okay, well, not like a big day. It's just like a lot of stuff going on kind of day. Wednesday's one of my busiest days. It's one of the days when I have the most housework to do. I always film a Whip Wednesday on Wednesdays, or at least I try to. And then also, we are going to pick up something from Facebook Marketplace, which is fine, but also outside, car, people, lights, everything. It's a lot. Like, when you're already not feeling good, it's a lot. I'm gonna start with a bath just to give myself a little treat before a long day. Also, part of what I have to do today is clean the bathtub, so I guess I'm just getting it dirty one last time before I clean it. Well, while I wait for the bath, I'm gonna try and not even preemptively, I'm already feeling kind of nauseous, so I'm gonna try and knock out the nausea. I do a lot of like natural remedies for nausea because I'm just nauseous so often that I feel like taking Tums and Pepto all the time is just not good for me. So I try and switch it up with, like, you know, I try and do some ginger tea or some ginger chews, or, you know, something bubbly, or some plain bread or rice. You know, I try and switch things up. Things that help with my nausea up. But again, it's a big day. Pepto usually helps pretty effectively, and immediately, and I don't have time for nausea today. Then I also take a birth control. And an antidepressant. For a while I was on some medication for nausea, but it made me really tired, which was like, that's fine if you have occasional nausea, but this was like, I am nauseous every day for like 2 or 3 weeks at a time, and so I can't just sleep for those 2 or 3 weeks. I need to be able to function and not be nauseous. Although being nauseous does make it incredibly hard to function. So I just had my bath. You can probably hear the bath draining. And now it is time for skincare. I already brushed my teeth. I'm not going to show that. Because I don't like brushing my teeth on camera. I was on the internet in the early 2000s and the 2010s. I've seen what people do to videos of people brushing their teeth. Oh, hi. Cat's down here. He doesn't come in the bathroom very often. Or at least not this one. Is it because I'm wearing my cat headband? Does it show up? Sometimes the ears fold back and it doesn't really read as cat headband. Okay. A very simple morning routine. Micellar, water. The bath was helpful. It helped my nausea. Probably a combo of the Pepto and the bath helped my nausea. I still have a really bad spot in my shoulder that hurts, but like, whatever. Oh, hi. You're not, can you see him on the camera? Yeah. You're not really supposed to be up here. He's never gotten up here before, so this has never been like an official rule. But you're not really supposed to be, I guess you're not doing anything wrong. And there's no food here. That's the rule. He can't, if it's a surface that we prep or eat food on, he can't be up there. I'm fine with him being just about anywhere, but food, safety, food, that's something I'm really serious about. So I don't let him on the kitchen counters, and I don't let him on the kitchen table, but this isn't the kitchen, so. And he's got, okay, whatever. When your cat decides to do something new for the first time ever. Anyway, the bath really helped. I realized I haven't really explained what's wrong with me. I have, or at least am highly suspected to have endometriosis. Every OBGYN I've seen about it has been like, yeah, sounds like you have endometriosis. And I also have shown signs of adenomyosis, I think is how it's pronounced. I just haven't been able to get the actual confirmation procedure because insurance reasons and doctor things, and if you have a chronic illness, you know how difficult it is to sometimes get the medical treatments that are necessary for you. But yeah, I have endometriosis and probably adenomyosis. And one of the things that can really cause symptom flares, from what I understand, is the lesions that are caused by endo and adenomyosis become inflamed through different processes in your body because you ate something, because of stress levels, because of something that happened to your body, because of a number of different reasons. And those lesions that are caused by the endo and andeo become inflamed, and that inflammation causes symptoms like pain, and for me, nausea, and hormones, emotions. It sucks, it does. So a large part for me of managing my symptoms is doing things that reduce the impact of inflammation on my body, because like you can't, inflammation is something that's going to happen. Like it's something that happens to everyone. There are lots of foods that cause inflammation in your body, and I'm not a scientist and this isn't that video. You can go look more into it, but like there's no way to totally avoid it. But things like warm baths and anti-inflammatory foods and weed and things like that do help put my symptoms at ease. So that's nice. It doesn't completely cure anything, but I mean, but nothing does, nothing will, if you know anything about endo. Also, this, I ordered the big tub of this, and they sent me the little, why? I wanted the big tub, and I paid for the big tub, and they sent me the little fucking, no, this isn't enough for my whole body and my face. Are you kidding me? Okay. Alright. I'm gonna put some dry shampoo in because tomorrow is definitely hair wash day. But today is not that day. Tomorrow is, which means I definitely need a little bit of dry shampoo. I almost out of dry shampoo as well. That's kind of crazy. Ooh. We've lived here for a little under a year now, and I have had this dry shampoo the entire time. I mean, I have short hair, so I don't have to use that much anyways, but it's kind of crazy to have had it the entire time. That's kind of crazy. Also, yes, I do use Arm & Hammer's deodorant. I like smelling like baking powder and baking soda. It's refreshing, and it's very gender neutral. No one ever smells me and is like, wow, you smell so feminine. Wow, you smell so masculine. They're like, wow, you smell like laundry. The three genders: feminine, masculine, laundry. Okay, what we do? I have some of my Gentle Masculinity Spell Oil here. I don't think I've ever really explained this very much. It's a bit of glamour magic for my gender fluidity. I have a gentle femininity and a gentle masculinity glamour spell oil, and I wear them in conjunction with how I'm feeling that day, and it helps project an air of masculinity or femininity out from me, and it helps people perceive me as more masculine or feminine. Anyways, my last thing for now is going to be this Liquid Luck Material Gains Business Ventures and Money roller perfume spell oil from Ember and Stone. I got it from my local witchcraft shop because, like I said, I'm going to pick up something from Facebook Marketplace today. But not only am I going to pick up something from Facebook Marketplace today, and sometimes when you order things from Facebook Marketplace and you go to pick them up, sometimes they'll be like, we have all this other stuff too. Do you want to look through it? Like, I can give you a deal if you want. Like, we can do a bundle sort of situation. So I'm hoping for something like that. But also, I need to go to the craft store because I started a project. I started a crochet project because I saw two different black yarns sitting next to each other in my yarn stash, and I was like, these would go perfect together. I finished using the first ball of yarn, and now I cannot find the second, and nothing in my stash can complete this project without that yarn, so I either need to find it, which I don't know where it went. It's not like I left the house with it, or I have to find a new yarn that works for it. So I'm gonna go to Michael's and see if I can find anything, and if not, I'm literally just gonna have to put this project off until I find that ball of yarn, because it's none of the other yarn I have works for it, and I had such a specific vision They went so well together, and there's no reason it should be missing. I don't remember moving it. I don't know why I moved it. I don't know where I put it. I'll throw that away later. Anyway. On we move. Okay, hi. So, bad news. After I got out of the bath and did all my skincare, I usually have about a 30-minute window to eat something before I feel really, really nauseous, and I can't eat anything aside from like a few very specific things. And there was a little bit of a crisis with the white noise machine, and that ended up taking up a lot of my time. I even accidentally woke up my partner in the process, so also I'm sorry that I woke them up. They went back to sleep, they're fine. But still, sorry. Yeah, so now I am feeling really nauseous, and this kind of puts a really big bust on the day. I don't know if you've ever experienced something like chronic nausea, but I'm okay right now because it's just in the beginning phases where it's just starting to really ramp up. When it's bad, it is all-encompassing. You can't move, you can't look at screens, you can't be in the light. Like I said, there are things I have to do today that I don't have time for this. I don't have time to be nauseous. I don't have time to be chronically ill. I need to pick up a fucking entertainment center from Facebook Marketplace. Also, these are such tiny little spoonfuls, so I'm gonna go 3 spoonfuls of sugar. Okay, do you see those videos of people making coffee? I like those videos. I think they're aesthetic and cool, except every single person, I'm not gonna do it because A, there's someone sleeping over there, and B, I don't hate you all. They take their spoon after they spin it, and then they bang, 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 on their fucking glass. Why? That's so fucking loud. It ruins, like, the sound is part of aesthetic, and you bang it on some fucking glass, especially they do it with metal spoons on glass. That's not a pleasant sound, especially they do it so fucking loud. And so your cute little coffee videos are now terrible, my worst fucking nightmare, and I hate them. Someone make those coffee videos without then banging the spoon on the fucking glass, which is also so unnecessary. I've never understood why people do that. Oh, it's to get the extra off. You don't have to do that. You know what you do? You take, and then you, above, you just give it a little shake. A little shake into the container. Just, whoop. And that's it. That's all you gotta do. There doesn't need to... I know I'm noise sensitive, okay? Cooking seems to be helping me not feel as nauseous. Oh, I didn't say what I'm doing. I'm making some ginger tea, because that usually helps the nausea enough for me to eat something. Oh. I accidentally had leftover cinnamon stick in there. From the last time I used the teapot, I put a cinnamon stick in there. Now there's cinnamon stick floating around. I mean, it's probably fine. It's not like the cinnamon stick is gonna, it's just, now I have a really Christmassy tea, ginger and cinnamon. I guarantee you the only thing I'm going to be able to eat now without throwing up is mashed potatoes. Like, literally, I came over to this rice, and just looking at it, I'm like, wow, rice sounds disgusting. Like, the idea of rice sounds, oh, say hello to Lady Di. The idea of rice sounds genuinely disgusting. I was like, oh, I'll make some ramen. Picking this up made my stomach flip. And also, okay, I'm just gonna address these comments now. Every time I publicly state that I have these bouts of nausea, there's always someone that goes, that's how it started for me too. Congrats, mama. No, I
endometriosis has a lot of symptoms that kind of seem like pregnancy symptoms, but they're not. I just, unfortunately, am going to deal with this cycle of nausea for the rest of my life, and there will never be an end point. It's never gonna stop. There's no, like, oh, it's the second trimester now, so no more nausea, or, you know, we're at 42 weeks, so time to induce, pop out the baby. It never ends. I will just be sick forever. The nausea is really setting in now, but as you can see, the tub needs cleaned so bad. I put off cleaning last week because I wasn't feeling well, and it just can't do 2 weeks of me not feeling well in a row. So I have my ginger tea, I have a Sprite, I'm gonna smoke a lot of weed, and I'm gonna clean the tub and get through it. I don't know about the rest of today. I don't want to send my partner alone to get the Facebook Marketplace thing, because I'm the one who ordered it. I'm the one who was the Facebook profile, like, interacting with this other person, and it's a woman, and my partner is a giant 6'2" masculine looking person. And so I feel like if I'm the one that's talking to you and they're the one that shows up, that could be a little scary. So I want to be there so that she doesn't feel intimidated. But I feel so fucking sick. So fucking sick. I just realized, do we have space in our car for, like, but I have a Camry, they have a Tesla. Both of us have pretty big back seats, but I don't know if either of us have. Actually, my backseat is bigger. Okay, hi. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna record, but I figured having something aside from me talking in your face would make the video more interesting. Also, I couldn't find any of my pants, so I'm wearing my partner's Wicked pants. That's fine. That'll be fine. Oh, I'm so nauseous. And for anyone that's like, I thought you said the nausea was debilitating. It is. It is. I'm at the part before it's debilitating. And if I rested every single time I knew that I was about to get nauseous to a debilitating point, I would never get anything done. Also, to anybody that's grossed out by me bringing my ginger tea into the bathroom, I want you to know that when you're on the verge of throwing up constantly, you could really care less. The tea makes me feel better. I gotta clean the bathtub, so this is what's gotta get done. Just gotta get done, just gotta get done. Where did I put that fucking... As soon as I said that, I picked up this spray and was like, you know, I don't really care about the bathroom germs, but I probably care about this getting in my tea, so I went and put my tea outside. Not outside, but outside of this room. I didn't really deep clean like I usually do. I kind of just did a once over. You can kind of see a little over here still, but this looks a lot better. This is a lot cleaner. I feel terrible. Y'all, I just found out my phone can record both ways, both directions at the same. This is, wow, what the fuck? My iPhone couldn't do this, or if it did, I didn't know. Wow, that's crazy. Hold on. And now I literally can't figure out how I did that. Sorry, getting away from the TV so you can't, so it doesn't bother the, tap someone to have the, I'm learning so much. Whoa. Okay, well maybe, it doesn't need to be that track. Okay, well maybe you don't have to, maybe this is more for like far away shooting, because that was way too close. My phone fucking autofocuses. I'm learning so much right now. The only thing that I can stomach eating now is mashed potatoes. Every time I have one of these, episodes, nausea episodes, because it's not just nausea, a lot of other stuff comes with my endometriosis flares, but this time it's just the nausea has been like the main symptom. The only thing that I can stomach eating, and the only thing that's made me feel better for like the past 4 days, is mashed potatoes, and we're out of mashed potatoes, so I just ordered like $18 worth of mashed fucking potatoes to do me over until I can go to the store to get more potatoes to make mashed potatoes. I don't know, it's the only thing that I can think about. It's the only thing that doesn't make my stomach feel like it's doing flips and things. Oh my god. So I'm just waiting for that. I did the tub. I think I already recorded my tub clip of showing that I had cleaned it. I smoked the bowl. I think I might have gotten some of that on camera too. Now I'm sort of just waiting around. I technically have more is it because I'm swaying around? I get closer and I see. This has probably been a really disorienting clip to watch. I'm gonna turn this off for the foreseeable future because I move around too much. I have too much ADHD. Anyways. What was I saying? Right. Technically I have more stuff to do. I have to film my Whip Wednesday, which I can film part of that before my food comes. I'm gonna film the rest of it after my food comes. It's not gonna take it'll literally take me less than 5 minutes to film. But yeah, ooh, my tumbly is rumbly. Very rumbly tumbly. I definitely need those fucking mashed potatoes, for sure. And then after that, I really only have to kind of wait around until the Facebook Marketplace pickup. I usually do a much more thorough cleaning of the bathroom. And you didn't see me clean the toilets or the sinks, I only showed the tub. So I feel like it looks like I haven't done a lot, but this has been a lot to do. And you guys, it's not even 8 a.m. yet. It's not even 8 a.m. yet, and I have scrubbed to the tub, the toilets, the sinks, took my meds, took a bath. I'm making this, so it's not like I'm wasting my morning, but, yeah, I kind of don't have a ton to do until the Marketplace pickup. So I'm going to take advantage of that, and I'm going to watch Star Trek, and I'm going to play Pokemon, and I'm going to smoke weed, and it's going to be great.
So, I see no reason to continue this discussion.
On the contrary, I wish...
Okay, the food came. I told you I ordered $18 worth of mashed potatoes, which is really sad that this is $18 worth of mashed potatoes. But they all came with little gravies, which is so devastating. They smell so amazing, but I can't have gluten. And sometimes, not always, but sometimes there's gluten in gravy. Depends on how you make it. And I don't have any guarantees that this is gluten-free gravy, so I can't have it, which is really unfortunate, but these bad boys. this is what I'm going for anyways. I cleaned the bongs. This one didn't get as clean as I would like, but whatever. The other green one back there is very clean and good and yum. Alright, the person from Facebook Marketplace said to come early, so I am going to shove some mashed potatoes in my face, smoke some weed so I don't feel sick in the car since I'm already starting to feel sick again, and we're gonna get going. Mashed potato. I think I said, but I filmed my Whip Wednesday video. I had some trouble with it, but I got it to work eventually, and now it's up. It's out there. I did good. I don't want to show too much of my front yard, but we've been having rain here, and it is so green.
That never really became, I provided for my parents. That became my parents.
So we got the shelf that we came for, which turned out to be a lot smaller than I thought it was, and it's not an entertainment center. And we also got a chalkboard and chalkboard stand and a mirror because we can't help ourselves.
Yeah. That happens.
Happens. Anyway, I'll show a video. You can't really see how tiny it is from here, but when we bring it inside, I'll show you how small it is. It should not have been listed as an area. They were really nice. They were really great. And we got a lot of stuff for pretty cheap. But it should not have been listed as an entertainment center. So we are picking up some mail. I got really nauseous in the car, so I'm having a little bit of a smoke. And next we are going to Michael's so I can pick up some, so I can see about picking up some yarn. I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually pick up the yarn yet, because, you know, did I tell you about that? No, that was my Whip Wednesday. I had a project that I was working on. I lost the ball of yarn that I was gonna continue the project with. Real dumb shit. Alright, someone's coming over, so I'm gonna stop recording. I don't want to be a bother. Good. Well, would you look at who's waiting for me at the door? Okay, so I have finally made it home. I am so glad we ended up going earlier than I thought we were going to, because y'all, the traffic would have been so terrible if we'd gone to meet them at 3 instead of going to meet them at 1 like we actually ended up doing. I didn't find things, but I did find some other yarns that I've been keeping an eye out for, so that's good. And we got a couple other things, because when you have just moved in somewhere, it seems like there's always things you need. Not just me. We moved in like a year ago, but we've been really slow getting everything done. Good boy. Ow! Okay. I'm gonna smoke some weed. Do a little relaxing. Andrew went out to get some food for us. Loud, sorry guys. Andrew went out to get some food and run the last couple of errands. I'm here to decompress. And, you know, just, you know, mostly the decompression thing. Mostly the decompression thing. I need to pee really bad. I'm gonna have a smoke. Andrew's gonna come home with food. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I got this because I thought it was the same as this, and I was gonna make a sweater out of this, but knew I would need a little bit more than just this one cake. They're not the same. These are not the same. They're not even the same size. God damn it. I do really like both of them, though. I'm a big fan of, like, purples and blues. I don't know. I'll figure something out. This was stupid.
Yes, I got the blaze rod in the head. Guys, we're doing it. I'm doing it. Ironically, though, scary as far as returning to the overworld. Wanna go? Wanna go to? Wanna go? Exactly. Real scared. Alright, that was a little nerve-wracking, but I think we're good. I think I know the
When Bae brings you Spam Mitsubi. Wow. That's not Bae. He just looks so elegant. That's Baby. No. We are watching, oh, you can't even see it from the wide mode. We're watching Ted Lasso, And we've watched it before together. It was really good. We both really love it. I think for both of us, it's one of our favorite shows. And we're on season 3. There's only 3 seasons, so sad times. Oh my god, it is so fucking crazy red in here. So after I got home and we ate our food, Andrew and I watched Ted Lasso for a while, and then around 6 or 7 I fell asleep, and now it's 1 a.m. It was a good day. It is honestly a very good day. I am so glad that we went over to pick up the entertainment center early. Entertainment center. Oh, I still haven't showed it to you because it never got pulled out of the car. Okay, there it is. As you can see, much, much smaller than I thought. It's as tall as some plastic bags and an air purifier. I really don't think that this qualifies as an entertainment center. This is more of like an organizational shelf. So I can't really use it the way I intended to use it, but I'll make it work. There's already stuff in those drawers, and I'm gonna put the TV up there, so I'll make it work. But yeah, this is definitely not the size I thought it was going to be. It turned out to be a lot smaller than I realized. Why did I get it if it turned out to be a lot smaller? Because honestly, I do think I can still use it, and it was only 20 bucks. When I say it turned out to be a lot smaller than I realized, it was 32 inches long. That's not very long. And I didn't find this out, and like, I didn't ask the dimensions, that's my fault, until we were leaving the house, because I was like, better double check that it fits in the car. And then I don't know, I didn't realize how short, how small 32 inches was. I don't know, I didn't realize how small that was. So it is pretty small. I cannot use it for what I wanted to use it for, but I think I will still be able to get some use out of it. Anyways, I am going to have a smoke and go the fuck to sleep. Maybe play a little more Pokemon. Have a good day, good night, sleep well, don't let the bed bugs bite, and bye. Oh, also, you know, do the whole like, subscribe, comment, go follow me other places. Okay, bye.